with even Daniel Bryan voicing his frustrations about Sami Zayn and wishing that his move to SmackDown was more eventful than it has been. This just reminds Zaniacs how badly the WWE is failing to utilize him. From his matches with Nakamura to Cesaro, Zayn has proven to be able to take parts of indie style and seamlessly blend them into the WWE's format. But despite all this, and despite the fact that he is a fairly loved talent with audiences, the house that McMahon built has yet to award him with any main roster gold. This has many fans wondering whatever happened to the former El Generico. So without further ado, here are 7 reasons why the WWE might not be pushing Sami Zayn. The Right Rider. The Road Dogg has gotten some heat from fans ever since he received his role in WWE Creative. And while there are many minds behind a creative team, Zayn might suffer from needing a very specific type of writer to be in charge. In NXT, Sami Zayn was used very effectively. Not everyone knows how to book certain wrestlers, and Sami might just need the right support in order to shine, but he's just not getting it. Hidden strength. As it has been said, Sami Zayn is deceptively stronger than he looks. Unfortunately, WWE much rather things be the other way around. A guy with a jacked physique who is weaker than he appears will have a better time typically than a guy who is freakishly strong but has limited definition. Sami has proven his strength consistently by showcasing what he can do with his larger and frequent opponent of Kevin Owens, just as an example. And while there have been some guys to succeed with similar body types like CM Punk and Edge, a lack of definition and mass can sometimes hold a wrestler down. Selling out. Sami Zayn is just too good at taking a beating. He is arguably the best seller in the WWE right now. But unfortunately, this is happening during a time when selling has become a lost art. Making your partner look good is a priceless skill, but it only works at its best when everyone else is doing it too. When only a few guys are making moves look real and painful while everyone else acts like invulnerable supermen, management might not view those guys who are doing it as great at their job, which they should, but instead, more tragically, look at them like they're victims. Now, this is a real shame because being a good salesman is what everyone should be doing and without being penalized for it. WWE tends to only use salesmen to help others instead of rewarding them like they used to do. The Kevin Owens Show. Sadly, this is all too common a tale in wrestling, with many famous pairings having one wrestler succeed while the other is left to languish. And try as they might, these real-life friends but on-screen enemies cannot seem to distance themselves from one another. Now sure, this might be great for traveling, but it might be hurting Sami's career. So far, it would seem that Sami's best time in the company came before Kevin Owens ever appeared on NXT. From there, because the two work together so well, they are constantly being paired up, solidifying their status as being synonymous with one another. Now, this is all well and good, but with Kevin getting a lot of the attention, Zayn might be left behind in Owens' shadow. Fan following. Unlike Tyler Black and Kevin Steen's gimmicks, El Generico is a very different character than what Sami Zayn is now. To be fair, it has been said that his best chance to be taken seriously in the mainstream was for him to lose the mask and to drop the whole comedy gimmick. And there might be some truth in that. However, this has caused another problem. Fans of El Generico may be going through withdrawal and very well miss the generic luchador persona. This could have hurt Sami Zayn's momentum going in, and no doubt that fan dollars of El Generico were a consideration when WWE decided to hire him. But with enough of a drop-off from disappointed Generico-aholics, WWE may not be seeing the return on financial investment that they were expecting. Nice guys finish last. Even without the Generico gimmick, Sami Zayn is seen as an all-round nice guy, but just looking at Bayley or Zack Ryder, and we know that the WWE main roster struggles with knowing how to handle squeaky clean baby faces in the modern era. WWE tends to categorize wrestlers into certain types, and the goody-goody is usually either ridiculed or completely forgotten by creative. No matter how popular the wrestler in question actually is, being too likable can be a deficit in a business that's trying to sell simulated combat as being legitimate. Fight for your right. Wrestlers like Bret Hart and Chris Jericho, who may not have been Vince McMahon's first choice to be WWF champion upon their arrival, had to fight to get noticed above the more traditional main eventers. Whether it's making convincing cases to management or outperforming all expectations, WWE does sometimes reward wrestlers for showing just how badly they want it. It might be the case that Sami Zayn may not be making a big enough fuss backstage, and yes, he has been known to speak up to management when he disagrees with something in other promotions, but it's not clear if he's still doing that in the WWE. Also, he needs to be very vocal about specific specific issues concerning his push, and not complaining about other issues in order to advance his career in the way that his fans want. There is a fine line when it comes to being heard by your bosses and annoying them, and it's not always easy to navigate through backstage diplomacy. And sure, there is the possibility that he might be perfectly content with his role in the company, but that exact complacency might be the exact reason why management feels no pressure to change his situation. Hopefully Sami Zayn can turn it all around. His fans who have stayed loyal to him really want to see him main event in the mainstream. His undeniable body of in-ring work and his character work all result in a wrestler who should be able to carry a company to greater heights. If Zayn can break into his own and find a compelling feud with someone that is not KO, then maybe, just maybe, Sami can finally get WWE management to go completely insane.